Hello everyone. Today we have a very interesting story about a boy who seemed lazy, yet was actually quite clever. By the end of this tale, we will understand how someone who struggles with laziness can still learn to work harder and rise above it. Along the way, we will also pick up new vocabulary and learn how to use those words in sentences, which will make practicing English more enjoyable and easier to follow. So stay with us until the end. Once, in a peaceful village, lived a young boy named Ryan. He stayed with his parents in a small house on the outskirts of the town. Ryan had a habit of avoiding hard work. Every day he went with his father to the fields, and his only task was to chase away the birds that tried to eat their rice crops. Most people used sticks or slingshots to drive the birds away, but Ryan preferred not to move too much. Instead, he set up wooden poles across the field and connected them with ropes. By pulling the ropes from one place, he could frighten the birds without even standing up. This allowed him to lie down and relax while completing his job. His father worried about Ryan's laziness and sometimes asked himself what would happen if he became ill. How would Ryan manage everything alone? Still, because Ryan always managed to finish his work, his father never scolded him harshly. During one particularly dry summer, Ryan's father fell very sick, and the responsibility of the entire field fell on Ryan. He tried to take care of it, yet he had never done such intense work before. After a few weeks, the crops began to wither because they were not receiving enough water, and Ryan could not save them on his own. That night he sat outside under the stars, feeling disappointed in himself. He thought about how he had never tried to improve, and now his family's only hope was fading before his eyes. The next morning he heard noise in the village and went to see what was happening. A soldier stood in the center, announcing a major competition at the king's palace. The winner would receive a chest filled with gold. Ryan immediately thought that this reward could help his family recover. Without much hesitation, he declared that he would join the competition. The villagers laughed. They believed someone as lazy as Ryan could never defeat strong competitors from across the kingdom. Ryan ignored their comments. He had several days to reach the palace, so he set off early. His parents did not expect him to win, but they hoped the experience would teach him the value of hard work and help him change. After several days of travel, the competition began near a large lake. Many of the participants looked strong and confident, which made Ryan nervous. He doubted whether he could win against them. Then the rules were announced. Each person had to get across the lake, and the first three would move on to the next stage. When the start was called, everyone plunged into the water and began swimming. Ryan remained on the shore, realizing he could not win if he competed in the same way as the others. Suddenly he came up with an idea. He ran into the nearby forest, gathered broken branches, and put together a small raft. Using another piece of wood as a paddle, he reminded himself that the task was to cross the lake, not to prove who was the best swimmer. While the others grew tired in the water, Ryan paddled steadily across. His slow but consistent effort helped him pass many swimmers, and in the end, he reached the shore in third place, earning his spot in the next round. Two very strong contestants also succeeded. The following day was the final challenge. Each contestant received a large wooden block. Their task was to push it for a long distance until reaching the finish line. Behind them lay several tools, and each person could choose only one to help them. The first contestant grabbed a rope right away and began pulling his block. The second chose a wooden lever to move his. Ryan did not rush. He spent some time studying the tools and thinking about what might give him an advantage. He knew he could not rely on strength, so he tried to think of a smarter solution. After careful thought, he picked up a small knife. The crowd murmured in confusion. How could a knife help him move such a heavy block? Instead of pushing it, Ryan began carving. He shaped the block until it became round like a giant wooden ball. After working for a long while, he finished his carving. Now, instead of dragging a heavy shape, he simply rolled it forward. The wooden ball moved smoothly, and Ryan quickly caught up with the others, who struggled to push their blocks. With steady effort and determination, he reached the finish line ahead of everyone else. The crowd erupted in cheers, amazed that the boy once known for laziness had won the entire competition. This story teaches us that people who seem lazy may still be intelligent, yet true success often requires a meaningful reason to change. Ryan's love for his family pushed him to work harder and use his strengths wisely. If you ever feel unmotivated, try to find a strong purpose. It may be your family, your dreams, or the desire to prove something to yourself. A powerful goal can inspire you to put in your best effort. Today we also learned new English words and practice forming sentences with them. Remember that learning can be enjoyable if you practice often. Keep learning, keep improving, and stay curious. Thank you for listening, and see you in the next story.